Hi boys and girls, welcome back to Mr. Shotwell's home and to my piano room or my music room. Today's lesson is going to be on key signature. Key signatures always have a flat, which is shaped like a letter B, but just kind of tilted a little bit. Or they have a sharp, which is shaped like a hashtag. We used to call it a tic-tac-toe. Some people call it a pound sign, but I think the most popular thing fifth grade students would know it as a hashtag. So those are key signatures. Right, in your book, later you can get it, on page 14 for flute, saxophone, and trombone, or for page 17 for clarinet and trumpet, you'll find what the author of our band book has to say. I'll hold up this book and show you that at the top in the purple rectangle it says key signature. And key signature, no matter what book you have, it always says indicates which notes are flatted or sharp. Indicates which notes are flatted or sharp. So take a look at that. And I will show you which page you can find that purple rectangle talking about key signature. All right, next let's look at this. I've made this visual for you. Here is a treble clef example with flats, B flat, E flat, A flat. Here's a treble clef example with sharps, F sharp and C sharp. Here's a bass clef example with B flat, E flat, and A flat. And here's a bass clef example with F sharp and C sharp. A flat always lowers a note half a step. And a sharp always lowers a note, or raises, a sharp always raises a note. So a flat makes it lower and a sharp makes it higher. So let me show you on the piano. If my filmographer, Jessica Shotwell, would zoom in a little bit. The white keys on here are letters without the word flat or without the word sharp. And the black keys are either a flat or a sharp. So if I take my pointer finger and I hit this key on the piano, this is the B key. If I want a flat, I'm going to make it half a step lower. So I'm going to go to the left. On the piano, you go down or to the left. That would be B flat. This would be a G. If I want to make it a flat, I'd go to the left or lower to the black key. So the black keys are the flats, and the white keys are letters without the word flat. Now with sharps, a sharp raises the note a half a step. So here is a C on the piano. If I want a C sharp, I would go to the right and raise up to the black key, that's C sharp. Here's a D. To make it a D sharp, I go to the right, I raise it a half step to the black key, D sharp. All right, let's look at this visual. Here's the way we used to do earlier in the year. G, if the composer wanted the F to be F sharp, he had to put the sharp right next to the F. And then once you cross the bar line and enter a new measure, it was necessary to put the sharp all over again, F sharp, and G. But now that fifth grade boys and girls understand key signature, notice that's empty. This is a key signature with an F sharp in it. Now that F sharp, every good boy deserves fudge, that counts for every single F in the song. So G, F sharp, G. This F looks different than this F sharp, but this isn't an F. Actually, it's an F sharp because there's an F sharp in the key signature that counts for every single F, making it unnecessary for the composer to put the sharp next to every F. Puts it once in the beginning, counts for the whole song. Lastly, let's end this lesson with a couple of examples. In the trumpet book, on page 17, number 43, the French March, it has a flat in the key signature. So every time the beat comes up in the song, it's B flat, even though the composer didn't put a flat next to the note over here. The flat in the key signature counts for the whole song. And how about a bass clef trombone example? On page 14, in Jingle Bells Duet, There's no flat next to the E, but it's still an E flat because in the E space of the key signature, there's a flat in the key signature, making all the E's E flat. So those are two different instruments, but that general principle, it counts for all the instruments. So look at your book, whether it's page 14 or page 17, and check out what the author had to say and find different examples. If you have any questions, have your parents pass along your question to me, shotwell@brickschools.org. I've heard from some parents, but I'd like to hear from more. Have them let me know if you have anything you want to ask or anything you want to say. All right, hope things are going well. Bye.